Edmund, you want to go to the mic, please? Inspector Quinn? Okay, Edmund, let me see if I can figure this out. All right, I'm just going to take a guess. You were not driving the car,
Correct, Your Honor.
and she was driving the car.
Correct, Your Honor.
Are you impressed that I was able to figure that out? What is your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Yeah.
All right, Caitlin, you're charged with going through a red light on Smith Street and River Avenue at 1:13 in the afternoon. We're going to show you a video
Okay.
of the offense. Okay, the light is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. What's the time on that, Inspector Quinn? 0.3? All right, is there anything you want to tell me about this, Caitlin?
Well, I know like you're supposed to slow up for yellow lights, but like I realized it was yellow and I was like late for school, so I thought I would be able to make it.
Oh, so you came
So
in?
I didn't want to slam on my brakes because like, you know that thing for your insurance to get like reduced insurance, like there's that little thing you put in there, and if you do a hard brake, like you don't get like the insurance discount. So I was just like, if I hard brake, the thing like beeps.
I see.
So, and like no one else was like behind me or anything, so I just wasn't thinking, I just had to get to school, so.
All right. Now I'm going to repeat everything you said.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to make you the judge. I'm telling you this, right? I was going too fast. I knew I was going too fast. I didn't want to slam on the brake. I was late to school, right? That's your defense, right?
I guess I don't sound too put together.
Inspector Quinn, the statute provides 0.2 of a second. This was 0.3 of a second. It's been our customary position that 0.3 of a second is close enough to 2. We've been extending it to 3. The city must prove its case by clear and convincing evidence. So we're going to take into consideration that it was only 0.3 of a second. Where do you go to school?
Thank you. Rick, Rhode Island College.
Oh, I know. Right. And what are you studying?
Elementary and special ed.
Oh, I thought you were studying road safety. No, huh?
No.
Elementary and secondary education.
Yeah.
So you're going to be framing the minds of all these young people.
Hey, I used to want to be a cop, so I guess it's better than having, if I'm a bad driver, I don't think I should have went for that.
Inspector Quinn.
We have a few of them, Your Honor. That's why we have driver training.
So
Be a great student at EVOC.
until you decided to break the law, you don't want to be a police officer any longer. I suspect this is your dad?
Yeah.
All right, here's what you have to do now. Hopefully you never come to court again. If you come to court, it's not yeah, it's not no, right? And you have to tell kids in school this, right? Like wherever you are in a situation where there's constituted authority, you address people by their title or by the court's title, right? It's like, yes, Your Honor, yes, sir. It's not, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I want to be a teacher, you know? I mean, but
Yeah. Sorry, Honor.
here you go. And you're not chewing gum, are you?
I realized that when I was sitting down, so I was trying to hide underneath my tongue because I couldn't find a trash in here.
Inspector Quinn, when you were a kid chewing gum in school, did they have you put the gum on your nose?
Yes.
But we're not going to do that to her. I could give her a choice, either the 85 or put the gum on her nose, but I won't do that to her. All right. The matter is dismissed. Good luck.
Thank you.
Throw that gum away. Good morning.
I'm here representing my daughter Jennifer.
Jennifer is charged with parking in India Point Park.
Right.
What did Jennifer tell you about this?
I'll explain to you what happened. 5 days prior to this parking violation, she had a flat tire on 95 South. It was changed and her spare was put on. On the evening of the 8th, she left work and she got another flat tire. It was pitch dark. She didn't see any signs that said no overnight parking. And it was towed to the tire warehouse where she went and had all 4 tires put on due to the fact she didn't want to go through this again since it happened twice in 1 week. There was no parking ticket on the windshield or on the car. It wasn't until the 28th of February that she received this. Now, she's a tax auditor for a CPA firm in Providence, and they're not allowed to take time out of work until the 20th of April. She called the office here 3 times and told them that she couldn't make this 16th, but nobody ever told her somebody could come here and represent her. It wasn't until last week when she was sent to collections for this ticket that I called, and they said, oh, well, you can come represent her. So.
Well, you did a good job.
Huh?
You did a good job.
Well, hey, that's my job. But
What do you mean that's your job?
to be,
You're not an attorney.
No, I'm not an attorney.
That's what I meant. I mean, you're doing a better job than most of the attorneys. They usually stumble on this. Inspector Quinn, did you analyze the
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
documentation that was submitted?
Yes, I did.
Is it a forgery?
The problem is, sir, that the police officer should have seen that the car wasn't parked there on purpose, that it was disabled, because it couldn't be moved.
No, see, you were doing a good job.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to tell you a story.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what they tell first-year law students. Here's what they tell them. They say, when you win your case, don't say another word.
Okay.
Because many attorneys have talked themselves into victory and then forged ahead and talked themselves into defeat. You did a good job on this. I get the picture. Actually, she wasn't charged with overnight parking. She was charged with parking in India Point. You can't park in India Point.
Well, see, she didn't
after a
know
certain
that
time.
because all right.
Once more, you're going to get this, okay? All right. All right. We have a very compelling argument from the mother of Jennifer. Unfortunately, Jennifer, she may be a brilliant accountant, but she's not really a good tire inspector. She got 2 flat tires. She had bald tires. So she has new tires. The car was towed. I think that's more than enough punishment. So I'm going to dismiss the tickets.
Thank you, sir.
Matter is dismissed.
All rise and hit subscribe so you don't miss the latest viral moments like this one. Share these videos and weigh in on the cases. You be the judge. Subscribe now.